How did you come on board? This is a completely outside production. How did it come to you?
Well, I've been very fortunate to have some really incredible people around me as collaborators, as co-workers.
Right.
My agent and manager from the States actually sent me the audition. It was a self-tape.
Okay. This is a proper role. I can say that I've seen it. It's an important role. Did you ensure that you will take it up only if it's something like that?
I am a greedy actor. I'm a very hungry actor.
Mhm. Right.
So whether it's here or any other part of the world, I've
Mhm.
been lucky to have some really diverse opportunities early in my career. It's only been 5 or 6 years.
Big question that everybody wants to know: what is it like with Nicole Kidman? What is she like? What did you talk? What were the conversations like?
Well, she really does have piercing, hypnotic eyes, so I can confirm that. And she really is that tall.
Okay, okay.
But jokes
Okay.
aside, she was as tuned in, as present, as sincere as I would imagine any young actor starting out would be. I felt like the energy was at par.
Hi, this is Rohit Khilnani from Bollywood Hungama. Hi, Ishaan. Good to see you in this very Hollywood setup. This is what we usually do, and so proud to be doing this with you today.
Hi, Rohit. How you doing?
Very well. Ishaan, firstly, I'll ask you, on Instagram, I've been seeing pictures of you at the premiere.
hmm
When you go to a place like this, you're pretty much representing all of us. We are all very proud of you and proud to see you there. What was it like?
It was wonderful. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I shot for this early 2023, and
Okay.
it was largely under the wraps from my end. I spent four
Right.
months in the Cape, and it was really a very exciting new experience for me. And the production was long drawn. Of course, the strike happened as well, the SAG strike, which is why we were
Yes.
delayed for a few more months, and finally we're able to
Hmm.
wrap this show early this year. And the excitement is at its peak at the moment. We're nearly there. It drops on
Yeah.
Netflix tomorrow, and I'm excited to see how the audiences globally take to it.
Great. I'm going to make your fans jealous and tell them I've seen the whole thing and thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to take you back and ask you, Ishan, how did this happen? How did you come on board? This is a completely outside production. How did it come to you?
Well, I've been very fortunate to have some really incredible people around me as collaborators, as co-workers.
Right.
My agent and manager from the States actually sent me the audition. It was a self-tape.
Okay.
This was early
Mm-hmm.
last year,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in the midst of some work that I was doing. They had a hard deadline on the audition, and it almost looked
Okay.
as if I wasn't going to be able to make that deadline. And as fate and luck would have it, I found the window. I just threw it out there on the wall. I didn't have anyone to help me with it, so I had to do my own cues. I recorded
Wow.
it,
Okay.
played it off of myself, and I guess it worked. So I think I'm going to stick to that that way of working going ahead.
Yeah, you never know what works. Ishan, it's many Indian actors have done parts in Hollywood and some very good substantial roles. Initially, it used to be just passing shots, and we used to still be very proud, saying, "Hey, see, our actor is on screen in a Hollywood film."
Right.
How did you ensure that it was much more than that, and not just something where we just miss you, if we blink? So this is a proper role. I can say that I've seen it. It's an important role. Did you ensure that you will take it up only if it's something like that? Or
Well, I
would you
mean,
have taken up anything that came your way?
right. So choice is always an actor's prerogative, and that is something
True.
that's very important to me. I am a greedy actor. I'm a very hungry actor.
Mhm. Right.
So whether it's here or any other part of the world, I've
Mhm.
been lucky to have some really diverse opportunities early in my career. It's only been 5 or 6 years, but I've really had some incredible setups and stories to be able to play in that have
Right.
all been unique and diverse from each other. And as far as a quote unquote Hollywood debut is concerned, I think
Mm.
this is as substantial a role as anyone would want to ask for. I think
Yeah.
more than anything, I didn't really have to do anything to ensure it because it kind of came to
Okay.
me as an offer and an opportunity,
Mhm.
completely baked. I think
Mhm.
it's a very interesting, mysterious substantial part that any actor would want
Yes.
to, give their own colors to. And
Mm-hmm.
I would go as far as to say, if I were given, like a free choice, it would be the part that might intrigue me the most. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was fortunate, and I was only too happy to take it up.
Amazing. Big question that everybody wants to know: what is it like with Nicole Kidman? What is she like? What did you talk? What were the conversations like?
Well, she really does have piercing, hypnotic eyes, so I can confirm that. And she really is that tall.
Okay, okay,
But jokes
okay.
aside, she is, of course, an icon. She's
Mm-hmm.
somebody that we've all admired for many, many years, and for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And she continues to up the ante. I think she's in a phase of her career where she's doing such incredible, diverse work. Even now,
Mm-hmm.
she just came from the premiere of Baby Girl at Venice, and it's so different from
Yes.
from The Perfect Couple, and she's here now with us representing and pushing this show out to the world.
Mm.
So there's only inspiration to be drawn from her. Personally,
Right.
I found her to be very gracious. I found her to be extremely generous as a co-actor, and
Mm-hmm.
the fire's still alive and bigger than ever. Like she was as tuned in, as present, as sincere as I would imagine any young actor starting out would be. I felt like the
Yeah.
energy was at par.
Wow, that is so good to hear.
Yeah.
The title track is like a full-on Bollywood number. You all are dancing, that, and it's so peppy. Like I didn't skip title even once, because it's so amazing. What was that like? Did you get a feel that okay, this is what I'm good at?
I mean, it's bread and butter for us, right? So
Yes.
I was excited. I think it was
Mm.
quite unexpected for the lot of us, to be honest.
Yes.
It was the
Okay.
last thing that we shot. We received
Okay.
a choreography like just a few days shy of flying to LA to shoot for it, and
Right.
we actually wrapped out the show doing that bit. So and
Mm-hmm.
to top it off, the last take that we did, we had Susanna, who's our director, dance with us. And
Wow, that's good.
it was
Yeah.
very much like being back home. I had the same experience with Shashank Khetan on Dhadak as well. I know a lot of directors um, do that in a lighter vein, and
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate that. It's just like a nod and a hat tip of saying, like, we're all having fun here. And yeah, I think it was something that everyone was kind of walking into with trepidation and hesitation.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, like, all of them were having the best time. Like, they don't want to stop.
Right.
And yeah, I think it was a great way to go out.
Yeah, I've seen it, so I can say it's such a solid show that's gripping. You quickly move on to the next episode. Do you get a sense of it while shooting? Do you get a sense that wow, this is like exactly what we binge watch back home?
I mean, of course, Susanna Bier is a filmmaker that I have long admired.
Mm,
She's done incredible work. Her Danish
mm,
films were really, really
mm,
wonderfully stitched together, and I think the work that she's done on television has been highly, highly bingeable. She's done The Undoing and The
right.
Night Manager coming into this, so I don't
Mm,
think there could have been a better director to get on board to make it like delicious and binge
mm,
worthy and dripping with charm and charisma and intrigue, and yet keeping it grounded and having a very
mm,
interesting kind of gaze on the entire dynamic.
right.
um, she almost had an outsider's perspective to the entire shebang, so like
Right.
I
Right.
think there really couldn't have been a better director
Mm,
than her, and
it's true.
it was easy for me to place
Right.
my trust in her.
Lastly, what is your biggest takeaway? Something that you'll remember, something that you got to learn?
I think it's still sinking in. It's conscious and subconscious in many ways, the takeaways. Um,
Hmm.
More than anything, I think it gave me more confidence and self assurance as an actor. It
Right.
was a very different space, a very different world to play in. Um,
Mm,
the craft remains the same, but
mm,
I think adapting to the cultural nuances, working on the accent for one, which was also
Yeah.
a fun thing to do. I've done dialects before, but this is my first time playing an American accent, and I never had like
Yeah.
a foreign education or spent any
Mm.
time in the States till, I was earning my own buck and traveling
Right.
on my own. So yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I mean, I think it was quite early in my career that I got an opportunity like this, and I'm glad
Yeah.
that I was able to see it through with conviction and with gust of energy that I hope I'll carry on with me.
Right. Great. It's very well made, and we are so proud of you. You were so good in it, Ishan.
Thank you.
We are very, very proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you.